Hey y'all, Eric Adcock, This Awkward Life. Today is Sunday, February 8th, 2026. This is my attempt to do a podcast every day in the year of 2026. So today, Sunday, was a great day, and I almost hate to mention the Super Bowl, but it seems like that's kind of in everybody's crawl right now. Super Bowl. So the big thing is that the Super Bowl now has two halftime shows. Apparently there was the artist that they chose, that the NFL chose to do the halftime show. A huge majority of people didn't like that performer because it didn't align with what they felt like their beliefs were, and that's fine to do. I mean, everybody can do that, but the NFL is the one that picked the performer. I don't know anything about the performer. He's got a funny name, and apparently he's not a what the majority of people wanted. Now there's some people didn't care. There's about the football. Some people didn't want to watch the halftime show and all that. I'm not an expert on football. What I am here to talk about is that the people that didn't want to view it, they got their own halftime show. They decided we're going to do our own halftime show. And that's what they did. They I think Turning Point maybe put it on, and they had some artists to do that. And so I was kind of checking some things out before I got ready to go to bed, and apparently some of the conservative artists that chimed in about the conservative halftime show, and it wasn't conservative enough. It was it wasn't promoted as a faith-based, halftime show. It was just promoted as an alternative to the other show. And I'll really be honest with you, I just don't think there's some people that you can please with this. First of all, if you don't align yourself with the NFL or things like that, you'd probably be better off. It wouldn't even be a deal. So why are you talking about it, Eric? Well, I don't have much of anything else today. I'll be honest with you. I'm exhausted, and we're just going to dial it in and keep the streak alive today. But I will say this. If things don't align the way you like, you can actually absolutely not have a part of that. The problem comes in is when you want to have a problem with it so badly, you just can't give it up, and you're willing to take the bad with the good. You want the sports and the entertainment of it, but you don't want the halftime show that you just don't align yourself with. But you want the sports and the football, and that's really what I'm talking about. You can't serve two gods on any platform. You just really can't. You're either going to serve God or you're going to serve Mammon, and that's just the way it is. And some people say, "Are you saying football is bad?" I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying that it was picked on a night where now conservatives aren't even liking the conservative show, and the fact that they still argue about this is pretty bad. I feel like the best thing for you to do is to really look around and decide what you want to align yourself with. And in this situation, the NFL has every right to choose who they want to represent them during the halftime, and you, as a consumer, have the right to decide if you want to support the NFL. You can have all the halftime shows you want, and you can do whatever you want to do with it, but it really comes down to who are you aligning yourself with. And this goes beyond sports and football and all that. Who are you aligning yourself with in your personal life and your spiritual life, or even in your financial life? That's really what this is about. You have the right to choose what you're a part of and what you don't want to be a part of. And so on this beautiful Sunday, I hope everybody chose to go to church. And if you canceled church due to the Super Bowl, that's maybe you need a halftime show. How about that? Hey, y'all have a good one. Bye.